66 and the effect of section 33, 8 and 12 of the Constitution shows that the code, it talks of breaches, does not call it an offense, it calls it breaches of the Code of Conduct. The breaches of the Code of Conduct as set out does not contain penalties attached to the written law. The administration of criminal justice irrelevant. In any case, the Administration of Criminal Justice Act, Section 6, applies to only federal courts.
So she said the Administration of Criminal Justice
Yes, applies to only federal courts, magistrate courts in the FCT. This tribunal is not a court under Section 6. Subsection 6, and it is not a magistrate court. It is for the discipline, it's like the disciplinary committee of the legal practitioners for politicians. When they think they have transgressed a code of conduct, they bring them here and you discipline them. But they are not criminal offenses.
Have you finished?
Yes.
May I, with respect, urge my lords not to accept the invitation and the interpretation of the defense counsel on this issue. My lord, I'm happy that the learned counsel refer your lordships to paragraph 18 of the Constitution. Paragraph 18.1. He read it and he was quiet when he was reading it.
The defense referred to paragraph 18.
18.1. And he was quiet when he was reading it.
Yes.
It's only in criminal matter that the term guilty is mentioned in any enactment. No civil court can declare anyone guilty. He also read the word punishment. No civil court can impose punishment on litigants. These are criminal terms. So even from his own submission, he knew that it's not correct. He knew. My lord, the reference to other paragraph of that 18 is to show that apart from the punishment of code of conduct, the accused person or the person who contravened the code can still be prosecuted in normal court. And that the issue of double jeopardy will not arise. That's the essence of what the issue of double jeopardy will not arise. That is the essence of that provision. That's the law.
Yes.
My lord, your lordship has also ruled on Monday. They are addressing the same issue over and over. They didn't want this matter to go on. That is the essence of it. Your lordship we have addressed your lordship on the applicability of Administration of Criminal Justice Law, and your lordship ruled yesterday that is applicable, and it's raising it again. So, my lord, paragraph 17 of the rules of this court said that this court must apply the addition of the provisions of Criminal Procedure Act and Criminal Procedure Code. Depending on the venue, my lord. And because the law as ordained was repealed as at May this year. So the new Administration of Criminal Justice Law replaced those enactments.
Yes, continue.
My Lord, we also My Lord, yesterday also when he was raising this similar issue,
Yes.
we by section 493 those acts were repealed. So, and when he was addressing this issue yesterday, we also cited to your lordship section 2
Yes.
of the act. Section, I'm sorry, my lord, it's section 1, subsection 2 and 3. Section 2, subsection 1, my lord.
Yes.
My lord, and he said, without prejudice to section 86 of this act, the provision of this act, that is Administration of Criminal Justice Act, shall apply to criminal trial for offences established by an act of National Assembly or other offences punishable in the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. So, my lord, that act on its own said any court, administrative criminal justice system in Abuja should apply it. It says so. And the only exception is the subsection 2. Say the provision of this act shall not apply only to court martial. So it's only court martial that say no, we cannot apply it. My lord, your lordship ruling yesterday, a party cannot come and say she will revisit your ruling of yesterday. I'm not agree with it. Reopen argument. That is what the Learned Council has done this morning. So, my lord, we believe, as their usual abuse in prosecuting, seeking for the same relief in 3 courts yesterday, that is what they are still doing this morning. Your lordship should compel the defendant, go to the boss. Our law is above every person, whether king or queen. The law must rule. The rule of law is that the accused person must go to the dock, and that is the position of the law. I urge your lordship to do so.
Just 2 points. First of all, sir, yesterday we were here for the issue of non-appearance of the defendant, and that was what we dealt with. No application was taken, and there were issues that were thrown up in that regard. That's number 1. Number 2, may I refer you, in answer to all that he has said, to Darie against Code of Conduct Bureau, 3 FHCLR. Yes, sir. Darie against the Code of Conduct Bureau. Yes, sir. 2004 3 FHCLR. Pardon?
2001?
2004. Yes, sir.
Yes.
At page 501. If you permit me, sir, I just read the short part, paragraph F. It says, this makes it more pungent and assuring that the Code of Conduct Tribunal is never conceived as a court by the Constitution, and no legislation of the National Assembly can empower it to act as a court or dress it with judicial powers, which are only meant to be exercised by the courts created by Section 6 of the Constitution. This conclusion has solved most of the nagging problems yet to be answered in this case. Since the Code of Conduct Tribunal is not a court and has no power of criminal trial, it cannot issue any warrant for the arrest or imprisonment of a person under